Fall armyworm on your farm. How can fall armyworm destroy your whole farm? Today, we are going to learn about that. And we are going to have the services of Mr. Isaac Agric, popularly known as Showboy, to help us to learn about fall armyworm right here on Frenat Farms. So let's get Mr. Agric out.
This is the maize being affected by the fall armyworm. So when I was spraying, it seems this maize didn't, the chemical didn't affect this one. So they got the chance to move from those maize that receive the chemical, but this one doesn't receive any chemical. No chemical applied on this one, and the insect, the fall armyworm, took advantage of it and entered this one. You see, the farmer have entered the spear. The spear, that's the center, the middle of the maize. We call it the spear. So you see, this is the fall armyworm. So now I am applying manual application of destroying maize. We call it manual. But the one I use is a chemical. This is manual. So we have two types, the chemical and the manual. So the manual, you can just remove it and kill the insect. So I have removed the insects. So look at how it has destroyed the maize. So this is, if you don't remove this one, in fact, this maize, there wouldn't be any fruit. There wouldn't be any maize around this particular maize. And it is the type of crop which will be affected, because if you have about 20 of them without food, it won't affect you. If you have 20 of the crop which wouldn't bear any fruit, it's going to affect you, because the 20, when you gather them, it can boost production. So that is why we need not to wait till fall armyworm attack the maize before we find solution to it. So after 2 weeks, just apply. Whether there's in Africa, in world we say something, prevention is better than cure. We need to protect the crop before the insect gets in touch with the crop. So by 2 weeks, when you apply the insecticides, it's going to protect the crop against the fall armyworm. So by protecting the crop, then you are increasing the production. So if you don't protect it and the fall armyworm gets rid of contact with the maize, in fact, they are going to cause a lot of devastating to your maize farm. So after planting your maize, don't wait till the fall armyworm attack it before you find solution. Now we have two methods. One is by using chemical, or another one by hand picking. We call it hand picking. The hand picking is the process whereby you'll be going to crop by crop to remove the insect from it. So this is one method I have done here. This is the one method. One method. I remove the insects. I have to put it down. Make sure you put it down and step on it, and you kill the insect. Don't put it down. If you put it down without killing the insect, it will even come and cause another damage to the crop again. So hand picking is also another method you can use to remove the insect from the crop. And one thing is, if you don't apply the chemical and they get inside, they get the inside of the crop, when you apply the chemical, you are wasting the chemical. You are wasting the chemical, because when they enter, when you apply the chemical, it will not get in contact with them. So they'll be hiding inside the maize, and by so hiding in the maize, you keep destroying the maize, and by the time you realize, this maize will fall down. This maize will fall down. So when it fall down, meaning no production will be made. After planting the maize, 2 weeks after planting, apply the bipel. That's the insecticide. Apply the insecticide called bipel. apply on the crop or on the maize so that it will protect the maize being attacked by the fall armyworm. So the fall, in fact, they are destroyers. It's when one touch a step on one crop within 2-3 weeks, within 2 to 3 days, it will have multiple effects on about half of your maize. So after 2 weeks, just apply BAPER so that it will protect the maize being destroyed by the fall armyworm. So it will become very, very green, very, very fresh. And once they create some holes in it, it becomes something photosynthesis. So the leaves are going to bring the food. And the leaves are going to bring the food. So if there is no leaves, which leaves is it going to use to prepare food for the maize to produce food? So just apply the insecticide to protect the crop for destroying the maize, and production will go high. We have causes of fall armyworm. Causes what brings about fall armyworm invasion. One, late planting. Late planting of maize is major causes. Late planting of maize is major. If you don't plant it early stage, it will cause that. And when it happens like that, you need to just apply that insecticide. So, and it is found of our farms. It be found every time we plant our maize, but most of the time, late planting is one of the causes. And we have the difference between our olden method or our forefather maize planting and the today maize planting. There are two differences. Our forefathers' time, we were not applying any chemical on our maize crop after planting, because those days we were able to plant about 10 acres, 20 acres, there won't be any fall armyworm on it. So it makes planting so easy for us. But today, if you're able to plant about 5 acres and you don't have money to maintain it, you won't even get about 1 acre. So it means that today farming, maize farming has become more expensive. And very, very tedious. So if you want to go into maize production, I want to let you know that don't think maize is more lucrative. So let me just plant and go and stay at home. When you plant, bear in mind that there's something called fall armyworm. Like when a driver is driving, we have road sign on the road that it will caution you that this is, we have bridge here, we have zebra crossing, we have this. The same thing applying to maize. When you are planting your maize, you should bear in mind that you have something called fall armyworm. So automatically they will come. So after planting, look for the solution to it and able to solve it. Then you wait before you protect it. So fall armyworm, that has come to stay. Those days it wasn't there, but about 2 or 3 years it has started coming to our maize. So just look for a solution to it and your farm will be okay. And when the production goes high, your pocket will be good. You get money. There's money in the bush. There's money. There's money in the bush. So who don't have interest in farming, go into it. There's a lot of money in the bush. Whatever you plant, there's money in it. No matter the size of it, do it well. And apply agronomical practices, and your farm will be very, very fantastic. And you love it. Thank you.
I've been walking through the farm to see how the fall armyworm destroys maize and how to also put in certain 1 or 2 measures to get the best out of your maize farm. So don't sit down for fall armyworm to destroy the maize that you've invested so much into. As Showboy said, after 2 weeks of planting, you should try as much as possible to spray the maize to prevent fall armyworm destroying your whole crops. I hope you have learned something today. Thank you for watching. And as I have always been saying, for Frenat Farms, we say plant something, rear something.